All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Toronto Huskies. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Come on, set. 10 logo. All right, D, let's go. All right, D.
Jones now on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, he finds his target. It's Evans. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jones operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the is 9 sacks for him.
And that's a game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, Charlie, on snap.
On 4th down, Jones. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Here we go. Alert flare, flare. Yes. Shoot.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
They'll run on first down. Madison. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 47-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Second and 5. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Madison. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
90 Wolf. Watch the fly. Watch the fly. Watch the fly. Watch the grip. Grip.
A quick throw complete to Chark. And a loose football. And the Jags grab it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. They're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Hey, foxtrot.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bilal Nichols. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
And now can they get that bad taste? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go, baby. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 2.
They'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Madison. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Down. 60 outlaw. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
2nd and 13. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
Hey, Delta.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hey, 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike.
Hey, lock it. Lee Griffin.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Mike, 27. Oh, you get him.
Hey. Get ready.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Jaguars. Derrick Henry. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
The The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Throwing, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
I'm coming. 47 Mike.
From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried? And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go. Get excited. Let's go. On the set.
Mike Popo. Yeah.
Get it.
Now Saquon Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target. Now, a first down carry for Barkley won't lead to forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Tackle made there. UCF man Mike Hughes.
Brings up second and
Go, go.
at the 48-yard line.
Mike Bobo. Hey, let's get off the field, D.
Yep.
Get off the field, D.
Here's Jones. Off play action. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
45.
Jones now operating from the gun. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Got it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to sling this deep. It's caught inside the 25. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
I'm letting you know right now, you better go.
Now back to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
The kick by Lambeau is good. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That one complete. He finds Shark. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the...
The drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. This is taken at the 15. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we've
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Set, 8, read, 44, X3, 218, chopper.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got Evans. 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now. Really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. Hey, Haywood. We come to.
He'll drop to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And all the way down to the 29. And what a big-time play there. 44 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Mike's 47.
Now Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Look at me. Score. Smoke. Ready?
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Looking for Perriman there, he's got him. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
47 Mike. Mike, 47. You're not ready.
Hey, Zoo.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And this is caught by Evans. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back to the NFL scoreboard for a 3rd quarter in Indy. And the Colts have scored again to widen their lead even further. Jimmy Garoppolo, a couple of touchdown passes thus far.
Double dog. That's the way.
5.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
On 2nd down now. Madison, and this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
Makes it 3rd and 17.
This offense so far on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Set 50, plant.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Hey, orbit. Shoot.
Now Jones throwing on first down. He finds McKinnon complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Get ready. 47 Mike. 47 Mike.
Hey, wahoo.
Come get some.
Hurry, hurry. Hit it.
From the gun, Jones. He completes it to Evans. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Jones now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jones operating from the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but it'll be 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Hey, let's go. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Back to throw here. It's caught. It's Miller. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daron Payne able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 14. And he's going to go down again.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
An 8-yard loss brings up 4th down.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup and let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Over the middle to Evans. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it down.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them